And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We have a great show for you today. As always, Takes by Fans is live every day, folks, at noon Eastern. Now, if you want to watch live, go to twitch.tv/takesbyfans or go to our website, takesbyfans.com/watch. If you want to watch but not live, go to our YouTube at Takes by Fans. It's there. We post the videos every day. And if you just want to listen, we are on podcasting apps. We are right now on Spotify and on Anchor and waiting for approval on the other major ones. So however you want to watch or listen, we just plugged them all, folks. We are everywhere. And if you just wanted to get in touch with us on social media, at Takes by Fans. Literally wherever you want to go. If you think we're on a platform, it's going to be at Takes by Fans. So yeah, that's if you want to watch, listen. We cater to the fans here. You know, we hear all your requests. Oh, we want to listen. Oh, we want to watch. We got you all covered, folks. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, our own website, and on podcasting apps as well. So, however you want to watch or listen, that's where we are. We are Takes by Fans, folks. Alrighty, today is Friday, and that means we make our official picks. We just guessed and reacted to the lines yesterday, and we slept on them, and we've got some great picks. There's a lot of games. I know we do 6 picks every week, but folks, I mean, I'll give you my 7, 8, and 9 picks because there's a lot of games that I do like this week. I had a little trouble figuring out which ones I liked more than others because there was a lot to choose from, in my opinion. So we broke down our 6 best picks. How we do it, we got our 2 categories, our lock section, those will all hit, so you can bet whatever you want, bet your house, bet your car, bet your future on these picks, they will hit 100%. And then we have our 99% guarantee section, maybe bet, $500, not everything you have, maybe 1 car in the driveway, maybe 1 semester of tuition, because we do feel very confident there is maybe one thing that could go wrong that could ruin the bets. So we'll get into our picks. We'll also break down Thursday Night Football, Russell Wilson coming up big, no turnovers. That's all we wanted from the man. When Russell Wilson doesn't turn the ball over, the Seahawks win. I mean, it's not that complicated. Turnovers, they lose. No turnovers, they win. Folks, that's it. It's that simple. So we trusted Russell Wilson yesterday with our picks, our 2 picks yesterday were Seahawks -2.5. They win by 7. Bingo, bango. That's free money for y'all. And we also picked Seahawks over 13.5 points in the first half, and it hit 16. Bingo, bango. Once again, free money for y'all. So, folks, you got to listen to me if you want some free money. That's what I'm here to do, and that's why we started the channel. So, free money is always good, and we're going to give you some more for this weekend, so no worries there. All right, so before we break down Thursday Night Football and get into our picks, let's cover some stories. A couple topics, couple stories. We got about 4, so here we go. The Browns have placed Myles Garrett on the reserve COVID-19 list, and he is now out for Sunday. Now, is that definitely going to hurt the Browns? Yes. I mean, Myles Garrett, one of the best defensive ends in the league. Getting pressure on Carson Wentz is always good because he makes bad decisions when he's pressured. So definitely the Browns are going to take a little bit of a hit defensively, but overall their defense is still good, and Carson Wentz is still throwing interceptions when not pressured. So this is going to be a little bit of a kick in the stomach for the Browns, but I still like the Browns this week. We are still putting the Browns in our picks. The line hasn't moved. It was at 3. It's still at 3 with this news. So yeah, it's going to definitely affect the defense just a little bit, not too much. It's Carson Wentz. I mean, now if they were going against Tom Brady or Russell Wilson or Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson or Aaron Rodgers or Daniel Jones or anybody else, any of the other 31 other quarterbacks, I'd be like, okay, maybe this was going to hurt the game a little bit more, but we're going against Carson Wentz. He's not that good anyway. So, Browns, Myles Garrett is out for Sunday. All right, what else we got? Giants are on a bye, and they had 3 more players test positive for COVID-19, so obviously not good. We don't want to see anybody get COVID, but it's during the bye. It's the best time to get COVID if you were going to get COVID. If somebody was like, hey, you're going to get COVID this year, when do you want it? And you can pick. I'd be like, yeah, let me get the bye week. And that's what these 3 players did. So, hopefully they'll be good to go. They get over it very quickly. And, they can get back maybe in time for their next game. Maybe. It'll be close, but they may be able to play. So, 3 Giants players do have COVID, and they are on a bye this week. So, we'll see if they're good to go on 2 weeks from now. Alrighty, and then the big news that just broke today, 10 o'clock, Saints are going to start Taysom Hill at quarterback instead of Jameis Winston. Now, this shouldn't come as a surprise or as a shock. I mean, we literally just broke down Jameis Winston, every single drop back that he did on Wednesday in our film study, and he wasn't looking good, folks. Yes, the dink and dunk is there, but anybody can do the dink and dunk. Anybody can throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage to Alvin Kamara. I mean, folks, I can do that, and I'm not in the NFL. Obviously, I'm doing this show, so it is a little weird. I thought, Jameis Winston with a full week of practice with the ones, with the reps, with the starting team, I thought, he would, be decent and should be starting this week. But, Sean Payton, I'm going to say he knows a little bit better than I do, just a little bit, and he decides to go with Taysom Hill. I mean, folks, when we were watching Jameis Winston, he was inaccurate. It looked like, he didn't know what the routes were. He was trying to target Michael Thomas a lot, which I definitely like. Go to your number one receiver, absolutely. But he was just not on the same page. Remember, he got down into the red zone at like the 10-yard line, and he had like 6 chances to punch it in because of the penalty, giving them the extra first down, and he just still could not punch in the touchdown in the red zone. So the Saints decided to go with Taysom Hill. We still like Atlanta. I mean, they're facing Atlanta this week, and Atlanta's getting 4, and I still think we like that. Taysom Hill, I don't know, man. He hasn't thrown a lot. We haven't seen him really play a lot. Last year when Breeze went down, it was Teddy Bridgewater, not Taysom Hill. So we'll see how it goes. I would have liked to see Jameis Winston get another start. I mean, he was a starting quarterback in this league, and he was throwing touchdowns, 30 touchdowns. So I think, if you gave him the benefit of the doubt, gave him an entire week of practice, he would have gotten better. Sean Payton doesn't see it that way, and they're going to go with Taysom Hill. So this is going to be a fun one to see how the offense works, and I'm kind of excited to see Taysom Hill, and I think this is kind of maybe a respect call for Taysom Hill. He's been here, longer than Jameis Winston has. They just kind of gave him another contract, kind of promising, hey, you're going to be the guy when Drew Brees is going. So maybe, Taysom Hill maybe demanded this. Maybe he went to Sean Payton and was like, hey, I'm still here. I'm a quarterback. I know you use me as a gadget, but I'm a quarterback. Can I please get a chance here? So it's just real interesting that Sean Payton put Jameis Winston in the second half of last game and not starting him this game. So that just means Jameis Winston isn't ready to go. Maybe doesn't know the playbook. It wouldn't surprise us if Jameis Winston does not know the playbook fully understanding or grasping all the concepts, because when we watched him, missing throws, not looking good, overthrows, underthrows, not accurate, not miscommunication with receivers in the red zone. So, they're going to go with Taysom Hill this week. And then finally, Teddy Bridgewater, unlikely to start versus the Lions this week. So we're going to keep this one in the air. I'm not going to pick this game. Lions, Panthers, they're both not good teams. They're both, hot and cold. And so Teddy Bridgewater may not be going for the Panthers, and that's definitely going to hurt them. No Teddy Bridgewater, I think no success, especially without Christian McCaffrey. You don't have any kind of crucial check down for a backup quarterback, not like Taysom Hill, who can just come in as the backup and just dink and dunk to Alvin Kamara. The Lions quarterback is not going to have that, unfortunately. So Teddy Bridgewater, unlikely to start. He's not ruled out, but it's just unlikely. So keep that in mind. If you're looking at this game, if you're betting this game, keep that in mind. Alrighty, that's all the stories today, so let's get into Thursday Night Football, and it was a good one, folks. Arizona, Seattle, winner takes the first place in the NFC West. Absolutely fantastic, and Russell Wilson, my man, steps up huge. We're going to start with him today. Russell Wilson, 23 of 28, only 5 incompletions, folks. Absolutely fantastic. Only for 197 yards, so a lot of dink and dunk. Wasn't really opening it up down the field, but hey, it worked, and they got the win. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the big thing. Russell Wilson not turning the ball over. That's all we asked for him yesterday, and he came in and, he delivered very, very bigly. So well done to Seattle. They win 28-21 because of Russell Wilson's performance. Also, Carlos Hyde back for the Seahawks was a huge advantage for them. 14 carries for 79 yards. That's 5.5 yards a carry, folks, and he scored a touchdown. He was just looking real fast, real quick. Real explosive. Like, as soon as he would get the ball, he'd be instantly 2-3 yards down the field. So, I mean, Carlos Hyde, I liked DJ Dallas, but watching Carlos Hyde, I'm like, oh, there is definitely a huge difference between Hyde and Dallas, the running backs for Seattle. So, They were just getting great production from the running game, helping the passing game. And let's check these receivers. Tyler Lockett, the leading receiver for the Seahawks, 9 receptions for 67 yards and a touchdown. And DK Metcalf, 3 receptions for 46 yards and a touchdown. And DK Metcalf could have had another touchdown, right at the end of the first half. Hit him right in the face mask, dropped it, beautiful ball, just dropped it. But Russell Wilson going to his actual receivers, rushing game was on point. Defense held Kyler Murray to only 14 yards rushing. I mean, folks, Russell Wilson had 42 yards rushing. 10 carries for 42 yards rushing for Russell Wilson. And we look at Kyler Murray, he had 5 carries for only 15 yards. They kind of swapped. I mean, we know Russell Wilson, he doesn't really run out of the pocket too much. He can, and he will use it when it's open. He'll take, the 3 yards, maybe try to just pick up the first down. But we know Kyler Murray uses his legs as a huge, dangerous weapon to try and get 10, 15, 20 yards. So the fact that Kyler Murray couldn't run and Russell Wilson could, I just think that speaks to the defenses of both these teams. Well done to Seattle for bottling Kyler Murray up, and the Cardinals were just maybe not game planning for Russell Wilson to run the ball. I mean, yeah, Russell Wilson didn't gouge him at any time, but still consistent 10 carries for 42 yards, 4 yards a carry. That's kind of what Russell Wilson does. And Kyler Murray was held under wraps. All right, let's talk about Kyler Murray right now. 29 of 42 for 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He almost engineered another game-tying or game-winning go-ahead drive for a touchdown, but just kind of stalled. They got into the 30-yard line, and then after that, the Seahawks defense, which bends and doesn't break. I mean, it's been breaking the last 2 weeks, the Seahawks defense, so it finally bent and just kind of held there. Did not let Kyler Murray or the Cardinals score a touchdown to tie it up at the end of the game, so very well done. All right, the running game for the Cardinals was not as effective as it was in Seattle. We had Kenyon Drake, leading rusher for the Cardinals, 11 carries for only 29 yards. And he did score a touchdown, but 29 yards, he wasn't that effective. Larry Fitzgerald, leading receiver, 8 receptions for 62 yards. Very well done. DeAndre Hopkins, only 5 receptions for 51 yards. So, the Seahawks defense keeping DeAndre Hopkins in check. And when he can't go off, the Cardinals struggle to score. We see it time and time again. Kyler Murray loves getting DeAndre Hopkins the ball. And obviously, why wouldn't you? He's your number 1 receiver. Yes, go to it. But you have to find other ways to win. Have to find other players to get the ball to. And they just really couldn't do that all game. Christian Kirk, 3rd leading receiver for the Cardinals, 4 receptions, 50 yards. So just overall, a very good game, kind of a tight, competitive game. Cardinals were trying to come back. They always kept it very close. But at the end, it's Seattle at home. Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson. They do what they do, folks. All right, let's check out these highlights real quick. We'll just quickly go through them. There are 2 throws that Kyler Murray made that made me go, wow, this kid is special. So if they're not in the highlights, we'll go find them. I know where they are. So if they don't show them in the highlights, we'll find them. If they do, we'll talk through it. So here we go. Seahawks on their first drive inside the 25 of Arizona. Russell Wilson all the time steps up in the pocket and delivers a great ball to DK Metcalf for the touchdown. DK Metcalf wide open. Russell Wilson buying time. He didn't throw an interception and made the beautiful pass. This is when I knew we could trust Russell Wilson again. Perfect decision, and they go out and get a nice 7-0 lead. Now Kyler Murray trying to answer back their possession. They get 2nd and 7, and he just goes down. I mean, the Seattle's defense was not letting Kyler Murray escape the pocket, buy time with his legs, and we're shutting him down. And look at this beautiful ball by Kyler Murray. We have to watch this one again, folks. The pinpoint accuracy that Kyler Murray plays with sometimes is astounding. Look at this ball right in the hands of, who was that, Christian Kirk? Just right down to the 2-yard line, right over the defender, right before the safety. That clean pocket, absolutely fantastic. And then they go and just punch it in on the next play with Kenyon Drake for the touchdown, and they tie it up. So Cardinals coming back a little bit, started the second quarter. Russell Wilson back on the field, 3rd and 5. They go to Chris Carson. No, that's DJ Dallas. for the first down. And now they are driving at midfield. They run the ball again, and look at that. Gash goes for 12 yards. This was the effectiveness of the run game. The run opened up the pass opened up the run. Just kind of the quickness. Russell Wilson threw a couple of wide receiver screens just to get the defense, to press off, and that really helped the running game. And then look at this beautiful pass. Once again, Russell Wilson back of the end zone. Tyler Lockett wide open, 2 feet inbounds. Absolute. I mean, folks, this was, man, if you could just show somebody not a fan of like good quarterback player, just not a fan of football, one game, just show them the Seahawks Cardinals games, because these touchdowns, these passes were actually went for completions were some of the most beautiful passes I've ever seen by dueling quarterbacks, folks. It was just truly great to watch. What a game. All right, here the Cardinals are trying to drive and get a score right before halftime. They're at midfield, 3rd and 1. Kyler Murray keeps it, and look at that. Seattle's defense holds them. They get the ball back with only a couple seconds left. Now Seattle's driving this last kind of ending sequence right before the half where Seattle is going to get the pass interference coming up. I don't like it. Oh, they don't even show the pass interference. Wow, look at these cowards not even showing the pass interference on the highlights. But we've got the play here. I can cue up the play. We've got Game Pass, folks. If it's not in the highlights, I can go search for any play. I can search for any play I want. And that's exactly what we're going to do, because I do want to talk about this pass interference play. It really set up the go-ahead field goal to go into halftime. Let's see. This does not seem to be loading. Interesting. Let's see if we can get I'm not signed in. They signed me out. Look at these fools signing me out. Do you not know who I am? Come on. We're Takes by Fans. We're trying to do a show here. All right, here we go. All right, we can cue up the plays now. We'll just quickly look at it, because I wasn't a big fan of it. I don't like pass interference calls or big game-changing flags at the end of games or at the end of halves. It's kind of lame. So here it is, 20 seconds left. Seattle's on their own 45-yard line. Russell Wilson is going to go deep to DK Metcalf. In this launch, we're going to count the yards on this row because it's truly fantastic. But Patrick Peterson, he gets beat a little bit, and they're going to call him for like grabbing the jersey of DK Metcalf just a little bit. But he played excellent defense on the ball. He actually hit the ball away. I thought it was good coverage. Yes, he tugged on the jersey a little bit, but this is kind of like a Hail Mary attempt. This is great coverage. It's right here. This is where they're going to call it. Just that slight grab of the jersey. That's why they call pass interference right before the end of half. Right here. This is it. This is it. The shot. The little tug of the jersey. I don't even like it. And then he comes over and plays the ball fantastically, perfectly. I hate this call, folks. I truly do. And I had money on the Seahawks last night, and I still don't appreciate the call. And this was the call that set up the over 13.5. So thank you, but I don't like it. Man, that's it right there. Just that shot. I hate it. So awful call in my opinion. Sets the Seahawks up for a field goal right before halftime, and they take the lead 16-7. We hit the over 13.5. Thank you, as I said, but I would have liked a fairer game. All right. So now coming out of halftime, Cardinals went on a nice drive, like a 5-minute drive here to cap off with a touchdown to make it a 1-score game. Nice throw there to pick up the first down. Now inside the 5, ready to score. Let's watch the Cardinals punch in this touchdown. How did they do it? Kyler Murray, back of the end zone, one-on-one coverage. Yes, sir. High point the ball. Very well done. Decent throw. Obviously could have been better, but hey, it goes down as a touchdown, goes down as a catch. We give the man some credit. So they make it a 16-14 game, but then Seattle's like, hang on, anything you can do, we can do better. Y'all went on a 5-minute drive. We're going to go on a 5-minute drive for a touchdown as well to cancel out what you just did and get all that momentum back. Look at that. And it was just kind of the read option run game down there. Russell Wilson, man, doing it every single way. Carlos Hyde goes into the end zone for the touchdown on the rush, and you love to see it. So now the Seahawks are up 23-14. Kyler Murray trying to come back, try to score another touchdown here. Nice throw to DeAndre Hopkins. Gets inside Seattle's territory. Now they're in the red zone. 1st and 10, 15 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Start of the fourth quarter right here on Seattle's 15-yard line. They run it up the middle. That was Kenyon Drake's big run there for 11 yards. He only had 20 of them. And then Kyler Murray, wide open back of the end zone, just lofts it there to Edmonds, their other running back, and he goes in for a touchdown. And they were going back and forth in the second half, and this was fun to watch as well. So once again, the Cardinals cut it back to a 2-point game, but Russell Wilson says, once again, anything y'all can do, we can do better. And once again, the rush game, absolutely fantastic. The drive does stall, and now the Seahawks are on the 2-yard line, and Kyler Murray is facing 2nd and 22. But there's a flag in the end zone. There's a flag in the end zone, and you know what that means when there's holding in the end zone. That's a safety, folks. So a little bit of a misplay. It does look like the holding may have occurred at like maybe the 1-yard line, not actually in the end zone, but that's what they call it. They get the safety, and then Russell Wilson just goes on this long drive to really ice the game. Almost a fumble here, but it's a clear recovery by Seattle. So they keep the ball. Then they're going to go and kick a field goal to put them up 7. 3rd and 18 here. Russell Wilson escapes the pressure. Tries to go down, but throws it away. And now we're getting the 41-yard field goal to go up 7 points. There it is. And now we're going to get some beautiful balls by Kyler Murray here. Some great throws. Unfortunately, are not going to be caught, some of these, but just the accuracy, the placement of these balls, only the receivers had a chance at it. We'll see if they show them these highlights, but here we go. Kyler Murray down 7 points, and they don't even show it. They don't even show that drive. They just show the final sack here. So Kyler Murray trying to drive there, unfortunately goes down with the sack. That ends the game. But I do want to quickly look at 2 passes here on the Cardinals' final drive, because they are truly, truly just beautiful balls, folks. We'll try to cue it up. What do we got here? I need these incomplete passes. They were both, unfortunately, incomplete. But if you just look at just the pure ball of these, they're fantastic. That's not one of them. Here we go. Let's see what this is. That's just a quick screen to Larry Fitzgerald. We can go forward on this. Nice run there. Puts them inside the 30 on their game-winning drive potential. All right, here it is. A minute left. Kyler Murray wants to go deep, escapes the pressure, buys all the time. That's actually not it either. Where am I talking about here? Is it here? Is it 2nd and 10? Let's see this one. It may be this one. I think it is this one. I knew it came on the final drive. Here it is, right over the middle, and that's a great pass. Tom Brady loves this pass, the seam route down the middle. Got it right over the defender, maybe overthrew it just a tad, but Larry Fitzgerald should have went up and actually tried to, aggressively catch this one. But that's a beautiful ball. Larry Fitzgerald just has to go up and get it. What a throw. What a throw. That's a tight throw. And, the receiver had a chance, but didn't make the best effort at it. So that was the one pass I'm talking about with Kyler Murray, and he has another one, and I think it comes right here, right after it. He's going to go for the end zone here. He wants the touchdown pass. They call a timeout first. Now coming back, Seattle calls a timeout, and now we get a Kyler Murray pass here. This is it. This is it right here. This was even better than the last pass that I was talking about. That was very, very good. Just look at this ball. It's going to be to the corner of the end zone. And man, oh man, just the receiver. It's a tough catch to make because it is nice coverage, but where the ball falls in the coverage is absolutely fantastic. This accuracy, we're going to get a great look here in the replay. Slow it down. Look at it. He just has to go up and get it, but it's good defense just to run into the defender. But this is just great accuracy, and that's what we get with Kyler Murray, man. Look at that accuracy. He was trying to ball out, man. He kind of deserved to go down and score that game-tying touchdown, honestly, because of those 2 passes. Unfortunately, they just get broken up, but it's just well thrown. It's just very well thrown. Alrighty, that was Thursday Night Football. Very good game, great entertaining game, close game. Russell Wilson versus Kyler Murray battling. Second half, they were just going toe for toe, score for score. Your turn, my turn. You're good, I'm good. We're both good. Comes right down to the wire. Unfortunately, the Seattle's defense was a little bit better than the Cardinals' offense on that last drive. Alrighty, so let's get into our official picks for this week. Let's refresh the DraftKings website, get the actual updated lines as of Friday the 20th at 12:24 p.m. These are the official lines, and that's what we're going to base our lines on because we're going to lock them in now. So we like to do 6 picks. We have 2 categories, 3 picks in each category. Our first category is locks, 100% guaranteed. These will all hit. We hit 3 of 3 of our locks last week. So go ahead, bet both your cars in the driveway. If you have more than 2, go bet the third or fourth. Bet your college tuition, bet your life savings, because you're going to win. There's no risk in these bets, folks. And then we have our 99% guarantee section. Maybe only bet 1 car in the driveway. You know, one of your TVs. Go pawn a TV right now and run to the sports book and put, that money on that. We're feeling very, very confident on these, but there is maybe the 1% chance something could go wrong that ruins the bet, and we'll tell you what that is as well. So here we go. We'll start with the locks, and our first pick in our lock section is going to be Packers +2. I mean, folks, yes, the Colts won last week on Thursday Night Football. Thursday night games are always wonky. They don't always, show what a full team is capable of. Maybe inflates teams a little bit more. But we cannot trust Phillip Rivers, folks. We've seen it time and time again. Yes, he'll have a good game, and then he'll come out and just be lazy and not care and, throw the game away. We've seen it time and time again. Aaron Rodgers, last week, I think, may be his best win, and they only won by 4 points, being a 13-point favorite. Do not get bogged down by that score, folks. I'm telling you, winning, overcoming adversity is huge. That's better than blowing out a team, and the Packers have not won facing any adversity so far this season. So the fact that they just got that nice momentum-winning game, they were making a ton of mistakes against the Jags, and they had to always keep overcoming it. So absolutely love it. Once again, Jake Luton wasn't anything special for the Jags last week. It was just the Packers shooting themselves in the foot. The muff punts, the fumbles, the interceptions, and they still overcame all of that in the fourth quarter. So I loved it from the Packers, and I expect Aaron Rodgers to kind of keep that momentum up coming into this week against the Colts. It's a dome. He's going to be, there's no elements that can get in his way, and he has the ability to play, cool, calm, collected Aaron Rodgers here. The Colts defense, they let Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry in that offense run wild over them. Remember, on Thursday night last week, the special teams lost a game for the Titans. The Colts didn't go out and just go and beat the Titans. It was just the special teams for the Titans. The muff punt just really set everything up. So we cannot trust too much into Phillip Rivers. If you're giving me the choice of Phillip Rivers or Aaron Rodgers, it's Aaron Rodgers every single time. There's no instance that I would ever take Phillip Rivers over Aaron Rodgers. We're getting later in the season. Teams know that they need to get that number 1 seed if they want to have, a bye and home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs. So the Packers here, they just saw Seattle get that win, improve to 7 wins. They're 7 wins. So, the Packers trying to get that as well. And we get 2 points. So, maybe last second kick puts the Colts up by 1. We got the +2. Aaron Rodgers with points. You always take that. And we're taking it here tonight. Aaron Rodgers never bet against that man. And he just had a good game last week, even though it was closer than maybe Vegas thought it would be or expected it to be. All right, so Packers +2. Our second pick in our lock section, y'all heard it yesterday, Cowboys +7. Folks, everything is lining up. Cowboys off the bye. Mike McCarthy, in my opinion, should be coaching for his job. He's been absolutely awful. Andy Dalton is back. Andy Dalton has been an absolute warrior, folks. Got kicked out of Cincinnati, had to be a backup for the Cowboys, got his chance to go in, got a concussion, came back from concussion, got COVID, and now he's finally clearing all that and is ready to rock again for the Cowboys. This man, he's been through it, folks, and this man is going to go out and throw the ball, I think, very well. We all know the Cowboys have great weapons. If Zeke's not fumbling, that's going to be great as well. So the Cowboys, and we're getting 7 points, folks, a full touchdown. This Vikings team is not that good, in my opinion. I don't even like their defense. Yes, they held Nick Foles to 17 points. I forgot what they put up last week because it's just so forget-worthy. But congrats, Nick Foles couldn't score on you. Is that supposed to impress me? Nick Foles can't score on anybody. So the fact that Nick Foles can't score on this Vikings defense is not a huge green flag. The Vikings, I don't even think, put up 20 points last week. So they got shut down. Cowboys coming off of a bye is absolutely fantastic. The Vikings are going run heavy ever since coming out of the bye, and it's actually been working for the Vikings, obviously. They've won all their games, and Kirk Cousins doesn't have to do it all, but we saw Kirk Cousins throw the ball 30 times last week on Thursday night, and he had the pick. That's what happens when you throw the ball 30 times. Kirk Cousins is going to throw a pick. So if the Cowboys defense has also been kind of tightening itself up a little bit, the 2 weeks before the bye, they held their opponents to 25 or less points. That's pretty good. I mean, the fact that they were giving up 30 to the Giants and 30 plus to the Falcons, and just so much of that. So the Cowboys defense has been tightening up. They got that extra week on the bye. They're going to come out sharp. Andy Dalton is finally clear. We don't have to worry about Ben DiNucci or that other guy that the Cowboys were working with. So I absolutely love it. As I said, they may not win, but I'm playing the number here. I'm getting 7. I'm getting a full touchdown. Are these people out of their minds? I don't even know. So I love it. We're gonna take it. We're gonna beat Vegas here with the +7. I absolutely love it. Alrighty, and then our last pick. We're going to go Browns -3, folks. Yes, even without Myles Garrett, I don't think it matters. What did the Eagles do last week against the Giants? Absolutely nothing. This Browns defense is better than the Giants defense. This Eagles team is on the road for a second straight week. Let me see if they're at home next week. Because if they're at home next week, they may be like, hang on, we may overlook this game even a little bit more than what I think they already are. So here we go. Week 12, what do we got for the Eagles? Are they even on a bye? Because that would be even better. No, they play on Monday Night Football next week. Look at that. Monday Night Football at home for the Eagles against the Seahawks. So they are definitely going to be looking forward to that game. At home, big game, big matchup. So they may overlook the Browns here. Final road game of, for the next couple weeks for the Eagles. Browns looking good last week. Yes, it was a monsoon. Yes, Baker Mayfield didn't throw for a lot, but it was a monsoon. Nobody was throwing in that game. And the run game for the Browns was so effective. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, lethal backfield duo for the Browns. They can win through the air if they need to, but they like to focus on the run. So I love the Browns here, only giving up 3 at home again for a second straight week. They're going to be comfortable. Eagles on the road for a second straight week. They're going to be uncomfortable, and Carson Wentz is just not good, folks. Yes, he didn't throw any interceptions last week. I don't think he may have turned it over, but they just can't put up points, and I cannot trust Carson Wentz, folks. That's all there is. Baker Mayfield, Kevin Stefanski is reining him in a little bit, not letting not throwing the ball 30 plus times with Baker Mayfield, because that ends in trouble. Slowing it down with the run game, letting Baker Mayfield, let the run open up the pass for Baker, and that's what they've been doing, and I absolutely love what Kevin Stefanski is doing with the Browns offense. So Browns -3 is going to be our pick in our lock. So our 3 locks are Packers +2, Cowboys +7, and Browns -3. You put 500 on that, and you're walking away with $3,700, folks. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh man, oh man. These are locks. You can bet this. You can bet this. If you go pawn your car right now, sell your car, what can you get? What do you got? A 2015 Kia Soul in your driveway? I think that retail, or you can probably, the Kelley Blue Book on that is probably $3,500. $3,500, you sell that car, and you're walking away with $26,000. Go buy yourself a new 2020, whatever. So I absolutely love it. Packers +2, Cowboys +7, Browns -3. Those are locks, folks. Alrighty, let's go into our 99% guarantee section. Feeling very confident, but maybe one thing that could go wrong and mess it up. So we'll start here with the Raiders +8. I mean, folks, we're getting +8. I like that almost every single time. The Raiders, they won their first meeting in Arrowhead. Huge matchup. They outscored the Chiefs. They put up 40 points. I mean, it wasn't a defensive battle where they won 17-14, very close. No, they went and outscored Patrick Mahomes, the high-flying offense of the Chiefs. So that's a green flag right there for the Raiders. They're at home. Another one, John Gruden, primetime television. You already know. And the running game for the Raiders has been very, very good. They've been winning multiple ways. Derek Carr didn't even throw the ball last week, and they still won and put up 4 touchdowns rushing the ball. That's pretty impressive. The defense picked off Drew Lock 4 times. I know that's not impressive because Drew Lock's not that good, but that's still momentum coming into this week. Damn, we just had 4 turnovers, baby. Let's do it some more against, a better quarterback and MVP probably candidate in Patrick Mahomes. Now, the 1% is that Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid is coming off of a bye. Andy Reid off of bye has an amazing stat line. You can go look it up. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'll say he's 12-1 off the bye. Absolutely fantastic. So they can definitely get it done. Yes, the Chiefs' offense is explosive. They can put up points. They've been putting up points. But this is a division game where the Raiders have already won. Maybe expect them to kind of slow down the game a little bit. I know John Gruden's smart. How do you beat the Chiefs? You keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. How do you keep Patrick Mahomes off the field? You have to have long drives, keeping the clock running. How do you do that? You run the ball and pick up the third downs. What did they do last week? Ran the ball, picked up the first downs. Folks, they have the ability to win this game. They have the ability to keep this game close. Primetime game, I don't expect it being a blowout. We just got Cardinals Seahawks. That wasn't a blowout. That was a close game. That's primetime TV, and the Seahawks still won by 7. And if we get 8 here, we're good to go. So I think in the worst case scenario, the Raiders lose by 7. We get the 8 there. It's absolutely fantastic, and we win it. Derek Carr's no scrub. John Gruden knows how to coach. This Raiders defense is pretty good as well. So I get 8 here. Gonna lock it in. Love it, love it, love it. Alrighty, our second pick in our lock section is going to be, where is it? Dolphins minus 3.5. Now, obviously, the Dolphins have been on an absolute tear. Their defense has been fantastic, and the Broncos have been absolute garbage. Drew Lock turning the ball over multiple times, not getting going until the fourth quarter. Tua's looking very good, going on drives, scoring touchdowns, not settling for field goals. That's what we love to see. Not turning the ball over. Love to see that as well. But the Dolphins have to go on the road 2 Mile High in Denver. That is the 1%. Are they going to be able to handle the altitude? And the Broncos defense plays better at home. So, and another knock on the Dolphins, is that we haven't seen Tua play in a game where the defense or special teams hasn't created a great scenario in the first quarter. We've seen the defense, pick sixes, picks, fumbles, setting the Dolphins, in great field position. I'm talking the red zone. I'm talking about the 1 yard line. And then it's just easy to punch it in. And the Dolphins always start out 7-0, 10-0, 14-0, 14-3, something like that. So we haven't really seen a close game where the defense or special teams doesn't create a turnover in the first quarter or first half of the game, and Tua just has to do it all himself. He has to score all of the points himself. We haven't seen that yet. So since we haven't seen that, we really can't judge it. Can he do that? I'm sure he can, but we haven't seen it. So a couple things here keeping me, away from putting the Dolphins as a lock, but still feeling very confident. This Dolphins defense shouldn't have any problems against Drew Lock, and I think, Tua is going to be fine. He's really overcome everything. I mean, he faced the Rams defense and did all right. Didn't turn the ball over, so that's good. And he's faced better teams than the Broncos. It's just the Broncos are at home. A little bit of a different beast, but overall, I don't think it's going to be that much different for the Dolphins. Cannot trust Drew Lock at all. Really cannot. Cannot trust this Broncos offense at all. It's been absolutely trash, like not even getting going until the fourth quarter. That's not impressive to me. And by that time, the Dolphins defense is going to be, shutting the game out. The Dolphins offense is going to be up 21, probably nothing, if the Broncos cannot score until the fourth quarter. So Dolphins minus 3.5. I do endorse the pick. I do like the pick. And then our last pick, rounding out our 99% guarantee section, is going to be Falcons plus, wow, and it's come down already. Oh no, we're only getting 3.5, not 4. Unfortunate. Damn. All right, so we saw yesterday the Falcons were +4. Today they were also +4. This is just in the last 38 minutes that this Falcons went from +4 to +3.5. We still like it. Maybe buy it up, buy the extra point. Who cares? We'll go into that now. Actually, let's see how much of a different value Falcons +3.5 to Falcons +4 is. It's not going to be that much different. You get Falcons 3. You can't. Yeah, Falcons plus 3.5 is minus 114. Falcons plus 4 is minus 122. So you're not losing too much value by that extra half point. Nothing too terrible there. So we're still gonna endorse Falcons plus 4. All right. So this is 99% guaranteed just because Taysom Hill is starting quarterback for the Saints. Is that going to make a big difference? We haven't really seen him take an entire game to himself, so a little bit of a wild card there. But we get Atlanta's offense off of a bye, folks. We've been saying this. Matt Ryan was the leading passer up until Week 10. Todd Gurley was the 5th leading rusher in the NFL up until Week 10. This is a good offense. Calvin Ridley, Julio Jones, they can move the ball. They can put up points. They are coming off of a bye. Yes, they fired Dan Quinn, their head coach, but their interim head coach is doing an absolutely fantastic job with this team, with this offense. So I love the Falcons here. Division game, going to be close. Saints, no Drew Brees. Going from Drew Brees to Taysom Hill, it's going to be a little bit of a step back, I think. I would imagine. You've got the leadership that kind of, Drew Brees kind of, just ensues and, everybody buys in when he's on the field because he's a true leader. How is Taysom Hill going to kind of command the huddle? Yes, I'm sure the team likes him. He's been there for a while. He's kind of the gadget player. Everybody likes that guy. So I think people will buy into Taysom Hill, but we haven't really seen him be a true quarterback. He's been a gadget guy for the Saints. I mean, he's that for a reason. So we'll see how he's able to throw the ball. No Jameis Winston. I was expecting Jameis Winston to play for the Saints, so I was kind of counting in at least one turnover. With Taysom Hill, I don't know what we're going to get, but I don't know if he can move the ball down the field like Jameis Winston can. The man was slinging the ball. Jameis Winston can sling the ball. I don't know if we get that with Taysom Hill. So expect maybe a lot of read option with Taysom Hill, a lot of dink and dunk to Alvin Kamara, a lot of misdirection, maybe kind of a Baltimore Ravens kind of esque offense that the Saints are going to try and run this week. But I get Atlanta plus 4 off the bye. Absolutely love it. Division game. I think they're going to be well rested. The Atlanta's offense, I'm not worried about that. So I'm getting that great offense plus 4 points against the Saints offense with Taysom Hill, a new quarterback who hasn't proven himself yet. I'll take it. Falcons plus 4. Obviously the 1% is Taysom Hill is amazing and throws 5 touchdowns and no picks, and the Saints put up 40 points. Then at that point the Falcons plus 4 probably breaks down a little bit. All right, so that's our 99% guarantee. Raiders plus 8, Dolphins minus 3.5, and Falcons plus 4. The odds are plus 564. You put 500 on that, you're looking at $3,300. I think that's absolutely fantastic. $3,000 in your pocket, 3 stacks. Just imagine what you can do with that. Black Friday's coming up. You could buy every PS5, or you could buy one PS5 off, the secondhand market. It's up to you. So bet the 500, buy one PS5, and you're all good. All right, so just to recap, our locks are Packers plus 2, Cowboys plus 7, and Browns minus 3. Our 99% guarantees are Raiders plus 8, Dolphins minus 3.5, and Falcons plus 4. Now, there are a lot of other games that I do kind of like. These aren't going to be official picks, but these will be small endorsements by us. If you feel heavy on these games and you see my endorsement, hey, go ahead. Bet that, by all means, absolutely. I should only be used as kind of a confirmation. You should be thinking to yourself, yeah, I do like Packers plus 2, and then you hear me saying they're like, oh, now I love Packers plus 2. That's all I'm trying to be here for, folks. So here we go. I do like Titans plus 5. I do think that's a very, very solid bet. Titans, extra time to prepare. This Ravens offense is not that explosive, folks, and this Titans defense has been getting better. The special teams really killed them last week. Ryan Tannehill knows how to move the ball. Derrick Henry knows how to move the ball. This Titans team is a very tight unit. Mike Vrabel's a great coach. The play calling for the Titans plays to the strengths of Ryan Tannehill rolling out and Derrick Henry power up the middle. So I expect maybe a lower scoring game. Titans, they have the ability to just kind of run the ball 30 plus times. The Ravens, it's a lot of read options, a lot of 10 yards in play, so longer drives for them. So expect maybe a lower scoring game, close game. I'm getting 5. I love it. Titans plus 5. I think it's a very, very solid bet. I was this close to putting it into 99% guarantees. I just like a little. I think I like other things a little bit better than that, but I'm still big on Titans plus 5. Absolutely, you stay away from Bengals and Washington. It's just 2 trash teams going at it. The spread is Washington minus 1. You get no good value anywhere. And Bengals, they put up the stats, but they don't put up the wins, so that's never good. All right, what else do I like? What else do I like here? I like the Jets plus 9.5, folks, against the Chargers. Chargers are always in close games, have trouble closing out games. The Jets, they have a new play caller for the past 2-3 weeks, and they've been scoring more points since then. So that's a good positive sign, trending in the right direction. No teams barely go 0-16. These are grown men. As I said, they're going to be competitive. Nobody expects to get blown out in a game, and we get 9.5 for the Jets. Yes, it's going to be Joe Flacco playing. Yes, he's probably not going to be great, but this Chargers team isn't anything great in itself anyway, and they blow leads. They blow close games, and that's perfect for the Jets. This is probably the Jets' best chance of getting a win here, and we're getting 9.5 points. I mean, I would never bet my real money on Adam Gase at all. I don't care how many points you give me. So we're definitely, I don't want to endorse this. I will endorse it a little bit because I do like the 9.5. Yes, it's fun to clown the Jets and say they're absolute garbage. It's fun to say that, absolutely. But these are grown men. These are NFL teams. They're going to come out here and be competitive. It's the Chargers. It's nothing big. Yes, Justin Herbert's good, but the offense lacks, and they're always in close games, and we're getting 9.5. I expect the Jets to keep it a little close. We do like the 9.5. I do like it a little bit, but I would never put my real money trusting Adam Gase. I mean, that's just me. I don't care if you give me 100 points. I would not put any money on Adam Gase. I wouldn't. All right, what else do I like here? Is that it? Yeah. All right, so those are the other two other games that I really do like. I stay away from Lions, Panthers because we don't know Teddy Bridgewater's status. No Christian McCaffrey. Lions are good on the road, and they're -2.5. I maybe stay away from this one. Maybe I do like Detroit -2.5 a little bit better if Teddy Bridgewater isn't playing, but maybe bet this one a little bit closer to kickoff to really see if he's playing or not. Patriots, Texans, just going to be a little too hard to call. The Texans offense really should be coming out with a lot of firepower because they couldn't do it last week, and they're at home in a dome, but it's Bill Belichick's defense. I don't want to bet against that. And Steelers, Jags, Steelers -10.5. I guess I do like that. I love the Steelers defense, and Jake Luton hasn't proven anything. I mean, yeah, they scored 20 points last week against the Green Bay Packers, but the Green Bay Packers shot themselves in the foot multiple times in that game, and the Steelers don't do that. Big Ben barely turns the ball over, and he's really kind of finding his arm again, which is a great thing, throwing it down the field. So I will endorse Steelers -10.5 as well. It's just I don't like swallowing 10.5 points. All right, so that is going to do it for us today. That is it. That's our picks show. We'll put them on the website, so, come Saturday, you're like, hang on, what did he choose again? Go to takesbyfans.com. We have our daily pick section. You can just go there and see what we do every week. We keep a nice track record. If you see an X, that means we got the picks wrong. If you see a check, that means we've got the pick right. If you see a check and an X, that means we've made multiple picks. Some hit, some lost. So that's how you decode the picks sections on our website. Those will be posted up today. I'm going to do that right after we are done here. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. However you're deciding to watch Takes by Fans, I appreciate it. Follow me at Takes by Fans, literally anywhere, folks. I mean, y'all know how to use social media. Can we stop, pretending like we don't know how to use technology? It's Takes by Fans everywhere, folks. Watch, listen, interact, however you want. It's going to be at Takes by Fans. Alrighty, that's going to do it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow and Sunday as well. So tomorrow we may look at little Taysom Hill, see if he's got the real deal, see if he's got the stuff. So we'll be back here noon Eastern. Hope you will too. And we are out, folks.